sir. We live, we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry, 3 max, and 20 max content. But have no fear, like I always tell you, even if that's not your particular style of play, man. Still one of the best spots you can be, man. Content videos on point each and every time out. Go on and hit that subscribe button. You won't be sorry. I promise you, man. This probably be, if you playing NBA DFS, this will be the best 10-15 minutes of your morning, man. Give you a quick breakdown, a quick starting five for a possible bill. Hit that subscribe button, man. Just turn your notification bell on. You want to be over here. Trust me. You want to be over here. Also, do me a small favor, man. Hit that like button for your boy. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. All right, I appreciate the small gesture of kindness. And hitting that like button will indefinitely, scientifically proven, man, get some good karma, some good energy headed your way. And who doesn't like good karma, good energy? So if you want some of that, a little more of that in your life, hit that like button, man. Thank you so much. All right, this is my starting five. If it's your first time here, well, I give you 5 plays that's more than likely going to be in my player pool on DraftKings and FanDuel. But before we get into it, I always give you my lineup review, going over my best lineup from yesterday's slate, just so you can see that the proof is in the pudding. All right, let's get to it. Last night on DK, lost like half of my buy-in, man. A little too much precious, although he didn't kill me. And blowouts hurt, man. Had a couple of those Pelican pieces. You know, Brandon Ingram was in the video yesterday. Brandon Ingram had some Zion, but they just handed the Jazz a big loss over there, 153 to 124. So CJ McCollum was the only one who really got there. Zion and Brandon Ingram fell by the wayside a little bit. But I had interest in a lot of those Pelicans, all of them. Brandon Ingram was just my favorite one. He did not particularly get there. In this lineup, we had CJ and Zion. Let's talk about it. CJ here, 16% on, man. Gave you 50 DK points. Big night scoring from here in this spot, man. And this is just a rough spot, because if I tell you the Pelicans put up 153, you at least think like 2 of the stars got there, like CJ and maybe Zion or Brandon Ingram, but it was actually CJ and Herb Jones in this case. So go figure, man. But CJ was solid at 50 fantasy points. Got to some Colin Sexton, a place that everybody was going. He just been playing well as of late, and the minutes have been a little more solidified for guys like him. And I thought marketing killed me. That's another subject. But Sexton, 39%, man. 39 fantasy points. Solid outing from him at 6,200. Rui Hachimura, everybody's chalk at 3,700. Knew he was be starting with no LeBron James. He gave you 22 fantasy points. A solid outing from him. You definitely could have used a little more from him, but he was so high on, you could have got done what you needed to do. You could have got done what you needed to do with him in your lineup. All right. Precious Achiuwa, like I said, another piece of chalk. I had to contemplate it, man. I got that Knicks starting lineup. But a little bit before that game locked, and they had Jericho Sims in there, so I had to weigh it. I thought Sims was just like we talked about it on my live stream. He thought he was just like gonna be a spot start at best. He came out the gates hot. I thought I made a mistake by not switching from Achiuwa to Sims, but we let it ride. Sims ended up scoring like 22 fantasy points, so no real difference between the two. Sims was probably a little better because he was cheaper and gave you 2 more fantasy points, but neither one of them crushed for you. So at the center spot, got Nikola Jokic, man, 27% on. Nice night from him, almost 70 fantasy points. Another triple-double from the guy, man. I told you on yesterday's video, man, he just live for a triple-double every time he walks in the gym. You know what you're getting. Great matchup here against the Pacers. He got it done for us. D'Angelo Russell, another very chalky piece due to LeBron being out. All those Lakers with chalk, man. D. Russell, Reeves, Rui. I was lower on the field to AD than everybody else, man. I told the gang yesterday I'm going to get a little lower on the field. I didn't think it was a game where AD could give you a score that you had to have, and I was correct in that assessment. Russell definitely gave you a nice one, though. You could definitely use this at 6,500, gave you a 50 burger, man. He's playing for his life. He's trying to fight off those trading rumors, man. Hey, look, he playing well, man, but he probably still going to get traded. But shout out D'Angelo Russell last night. Zion Williams, like I said, man, this They just blew out the Jazz here, and McCollum and Herb Jones were the one that got it done. So Zion Williams and Brandon Ingram was kind of left with middling performances. Torian Prince here, just another guy. You just wanted to get to 2 or 3 Lakers in every lineup, man. That's where the value was, and that's what we was doing yesterday as well. Like I said, I was getting different by fading AD more. So I still got some AD, but I faded a lot of them, man. 17% on. He gave you 26 fantasy points here. All right, there you have it, man. My best lineup on DK, 316, came in 216th place. This is the $1.20 max. Let's go look at FanDuel. Now, FanDuel, I actually forgot to reserve my lineup, man, earlier yesterday morning. So I didn't realize it till like 20 minutes before lock because I just do one lineup over there. So I just had to jump in whatever was available, man. I just think this was the dollar, what this was, the small SWAT or whatever. Put a 337, man. Came in 13th place over here. Jamal Murray, of course, it was a guy I was heavy on yesterday. Came through nicely for us with a sock. I thought he was gonna have a much bigger game, man. He kind of went silent at the end of the game. Got off to a hot start and then just coasted in the finish, man. I was hoping he finished up stronger than what he did. We could have got a 60 burger out of him in this spot, but very solid from him. T.J. McConnell, 50% on. 25 fantasy points. I went to him and them hard here, man. Because I knew they pretty much would split the minutes, and I didn't know who would have the better performance between the two. But I looked at it like paying $9,900. A lot of times you can do this with 2 guys who equally splitting the minutes. I just looked at this like I'm getting a 9,900 player that's gonna play 48 minutes. So that's how I grouped it and hoped they could get me 60. Got me 50 fantasy points. I'd take it at 9K, little over 9, well almost 10K, but definitely wanted something bigger from these two. D'Angelo Russell once again, 68% on. Austin Reeves, bit of a letdown, 67% on, only 28 fantasy points from him. But I got to my boy Kawhi over here. I told the gang last night in the live stream, if you playing 4 or 5 Lakers in your lineup, it makes sense to bring it back, in my opinion, to bring it back with a Clipper, because there's no way 5 Lakers are giving you a score you need unless the game's a little closer than expected. And if it is, one of those Clipper guys are giving you something. So I liked it. Kawhi, Harden was my favorite too. Didn't mind a little Paul George. Kawhi, 60 fantasy points at 32% on. Very solid. Zion, once again, man, only 35 fantasy points from him. Torian Prince at 11% gave me 28. And then my boy Chet Holmgren down here gave me 41 fantasy points. I was very high on him. They didn't let him, man, they got to unleash his minutes. 36, 37, something like that, man. I didn't like the minutes he played yesterday. I was a little upset. I thought he should have got a little more. But anyway, that'll do it, man. Like I said, an okay day yesterday. Let's get to today's slate. That is very different, man. You got an 8-gamer on DK and a 6-gamer on FanDuel. I don't even know why they broke that up like that. But, it is what it is, man. And we're going to take it how it comes. Let's get into these top 5 plays for you. At the point guard, man, give me Donovan Mitchell, 9,700, going against these Milwaukee Bucks. We've seen him in this spot before. Mitchell has just been carrying these Cavs, man, balling as of late. He's giving you big games, some medium games and blowout spots, man. But this is the spot for him. Pace-up matchup here against the Milwaukee Bucks, a team that gives up the 3-ball at a little higher rate than other teams. I like this spot for Donovan Mitchell. Point Donovan Mitchell. I've been telling you for years if you've been watching me. Point Donovan Mitchell, point Booker. You can always sign me up. Little Donovan Mitchell, 9,700. At the shooting guard, want to look at DeJounte Murray. Now, this is always live from here into the trade deadline. It's going to be scary playing DeJounte Murray because you've been seeing him in the trade rumors back and forth. So he could look. I done played DFS for some years. I think it's gonna be a point where you take DeJounte Murray and they're gonna trade him right before the game or right after locking. We gonna be stuck. But hopefully that doesn't happen here. But definitely keep an eye out for that news, man. DeJounte Murray swirling in trade rumors, and I done seen it happen, man. The game start, he get traded right at the beginning of the game or something. He be stuck on the bench. So hopefully we find out news beforehand if anything like that happen. As long as he plays, he's good to go in my book. No Trae Young over here. It's the DeJounte Murray show. He's been playing well. We've seen him play well over the past couple of seasons with no Trae Young. I like going right back to this spot with DeJounte Murray going against these Golden State Warriors. Now, at the small forward, want to look at Cody Martin here for the Charlotte Hornets. Questionable tag. Hopefully, he's good to go. If not, we're going to try to find another value piece. But Rozier has been traded, so if he's playing, I'm expecting the starting lineup to be Melo, Brandon Miller, Cody Martin, Bridges, and then Richards or PJ Washington, whoever in over there. But definitely keep an eye on this news. But I like him for a value piece, especially in this matchup against the Pistons. Should be a few more shots for everyone involved with no Rozier on the court, man. That's a little boost for Melo as well. Like him too today. But give me some Cody Martin right here for a little value piece at 4,300 provided he's in. Now, at the power forward spot, this is when I like to go back to a guy like this. Nas Reed here, 4,900. Big letdown last time. No, he's not going to be on anybody's radar today. Big 8-game slate, but you still need value piece. And Reed is a very serviceable value piece. Plus, you add into the fact that they're playing the Washington Wizards, who has just been getting blown out all year. So they're very live for a blowout here in this spot. And if they blow out, that's more minutes for Nas Reed, all right? But even if they don't blow him out, Nas Reed is a guy going to play 20 to 25 minutes depending on how he's playing. And he's a guy that can get it done for you in that amount of minutes at this price tag, man. 4,900, Reed can drop you 30 fantasy points in 20, 25 minutes. So he's live regardless. And if it's a blowout, he's going to get extra minutes. And if he get close, the closer he gets to 30 minutes, the closer it is to you having to have him. Nas Reed is an excellent fantasy point per minute producer. Sign me up for a little value here. And a little low on value if we don't get no other news that's that frees something up. I like a little Nas Reed at 4,900. And at the center spot, I want to look at Jalen Duren, man. 6,800. Listen, this spot here against the Hornets, it don't matter if Nick Richards plays or PJ Washington plays. If PJ Washington plays, I know he's going to destroy. But I'm expecting Duren to absolutely eat on the glass here, man. Big double-double from him here in this spot. Charlotte down low. I am not really worried about, like I said, even if Nick Richards plays, man, Jalen Duren is just a monster on this. It could be a 20-rebound night for Jalen Duren. It could be a 20-rebound night. I like him at 6,800. Don't mind getting to him live for a double-double whenever he steps in the gym. He should walk in the gym with a double-double. Give me Jalen Duren at 6,800. There you have it, man. Your starting five for DraftKings. Donovan Mitchell, DeJounte Murray, Cody Martin, Nas Reed, and Jalen Duren. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They going to for sure be in mine, all right? Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. On the FanDuel side, it's your thumbnail. Staying with the boy, Donovan Mitchell, 10-3. I don't got to go into the breakdown. He is the guy for this Cavs team. He is the engine that make this Cavs team run. Sign me up for Donovan Mitchell, especially with Milwaukee being in disarray over there. Just fired their head coach. Who knows how that's going to look over there. I think Donovan Mitchell comes in and takes advantage of this situation. Sign me up for Donovan Mitchell. At the shooting guard, I want to look at Tyler Hero. Now, this is strictly provided that Rozier is not available. We're going to see what the news is a little later on today, and if he's good to go, then we might have to readjust. Just because I don't know how they want it to look with Rozier yet. I'm about to get his Heat team a couple of games and just let them get everybody back first so I can see how it looks with Rozier, what they're trying to do, what their goal is with this particular move. So if Rozier is playing, I'm probably going to fall back off of Tyler Hero, but if he's not playing yet, sign me up for Tyler Hero going against this Memphis Grizzlies G League team at the moment. And I'm going to get one of them G League players, man. Give me John Conchal. He's not actually a G League player. He's been in the league for a little bit, man. Serviceable bench guy. Been pushed into this starting role with all the injuries over here for Memphis Grizzlies. Been playing very okay. Solid. Nothing to write home about. He hasn't wowed you, but he's been solid enough at the price tag. I like going to him for a little value here. Should be able to get all the minutes he can handle in this matchup against the Heat. You know the Grizzlies shorthanded over there, all right? At the power forward, I'm going to look at Isaiah Stewart, 6,100, going against the Charlotte Hornets here. Since his return, he's been playing very solid as well, man. Should be plenty of minutes. It's a great matchup. It's a nice fantasy environment, man. This game could get helter-skelter. And we got Cade Cunningham coming back. for the Pistons tonight, more than likely. And Melo out here pushing the pace. This game could get very up and down. A lot of plays, a lot of rebounds, steal, shot, blocks, all that. A lot of opportunity. It could get all over the place. I don't mind getting to some Isaiah Stewart at this price tag right here, 6,100. And then at the center spot, man, you know it's FanDuel. You really don't want to play around with the center. Sign me up for Alfred Sengun, man. A little more than I want to play for him over here on FanDuel. I love his price on DK. He's definitely in play over there as well. But Sengun, man, in a great spot. Portland just gives it up inside. Points in the paint. They're not very good rebounders. And that's with DeAndre Ayton over there. He is not been what they signed up for. Trust me, they are not getting their money worth from DeAndre Ayton. He's knocking on the door of being a bench player on his way out the league, man. He is just not coming through for what he should be doing over here with Portland. I think Sengun goes down here and kills him. You know Sengun is a baby Jokic, man. He's live for a triple-double here and there in certain spots, and this could be one of those spots against Portland. The Trailblazers team is just not good. They trying to find it. Sign me up for Alfred Sengun at 9,400. There you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel. Alfred Sengun, Isaiah Stewart, John Conchar, Tyler Hero, and Donovan Mitchell. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.